It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Pats and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Ewart up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point.
Here we go.
Running right with Mitchell. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. Around it. Grimes starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Set.
Again, this is Mitchell. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Here we go. Stop.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. This is ahead for about 5. Hit made by Josh Uche. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Mitchell again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's good for 7 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Here we go, Slide.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, Slide. Right.
Play action, Fields. Headed out right. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
A disaster averted. and set. First and 10.
And go.
Beckham, the motion man here.
And
Watson on first and 10. Bails out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. All right, here we go. Second down.
set. And go.
Running it with David Montgomery. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Here we go. Set.
From the 37. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bills are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
That's now 2, Kate, that they got in for picks in this game, and he's got it perfect.
Yes, sir.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Right.
Off play action, it's Fields. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some strong hands got in the way there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. He isn't moving up. They're able to drop him. The Bills are going to go ahead and call. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Taking a shot for the end zone. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Out, go. Out.
Out of the gun, here's Watson. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's...
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Patriots and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Go.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap. Fields forced out to his left. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Here we go, Spike.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one 28 yards on the ground.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 17 yards out. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, Spike.
Fields now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Joey Bosa from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're gonna look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backward. Oh, how to get it. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
For the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also not stepping
Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. He gets it to Thomas. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
You got it.
Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And trying to push his way forward, but I think... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. 2nd half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
Here we go, son.
Trying the right side with Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
I guess when you look back...
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Go, jump. Ready?
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll be hit as he releases it. Well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. To throw is Watson. Throw left side to Kincaid. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up second down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Watson now to throw. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. First down, here's Mitchell. Down to about the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And all the way. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his stats.
What is up with all these injuries, man? This is the most important game of the year, and y'all selling. Y'all better make it to the to the Super Bowl, bruh.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go. All right.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Alvin Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Don't jump. Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Another run with Mitchell. Down to the 41. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Oh, man.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Go.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball.
Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here.
We're set. And go.
Watson to throw. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he said.
Here we go.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Alvin Kamara with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one in. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. And they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Patriots coming up next.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Patriot. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Here we go, sir.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Go.
A give running right is Mitchell. Nifty move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season...
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go, sir.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. Deontay Hardy back deep. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking...
Let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Hey, Ron.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant, Dotson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Diesel 24. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, go, go. Check. Bronco switch. Here we go, Zahal.
Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 3rd and 3.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Giants. Puka Nacua, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are on the... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Here we go. Tonight.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go.
A give here to Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Mitchell to about the 35, 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Here's 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Powerful running. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the... And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Good footwork at the 30. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Here we go, son. Go.
Here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for New England. 41 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl, as we'll send you eastward. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Tonight.
On the ground is Mitchell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Here we go, son.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Don't jump, man.
Back to throw, Fields on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Justin Fields, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
This is a great decision.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And now they find them. Following the field goal, still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the return stops. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Here we go.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Here we go.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, Terry. Here we go, son.
Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go. Good.
Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots are an extra. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Let's go.
But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Lawrence. And Dotson, he's got it. Well, the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Going right back to Dotson. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Here's 1st down. Back to throw, Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. McPherson's kick is good. And the side. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go, sir.
And one last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time. They've definitely... First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Here we go. All right.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, son.
Off play action. It's Speed. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, a normal...
First and 10 now from the 30. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Good little whip there. Looks